All right, let's get this party started because I am very hungry. I want to say good evening to you. I decided to go ahead and let you see my new recipe from something that I already created. And you can see it's diced up white and russet potatoes. Oh, I just love this. But this is not what I normally take. So I'm just kind of showing you what I put in it to make my little recipe with this. So I chopped these up really good. As you can see, this is the red bell pepper. And incidentally, I always take my veggies and I wash them real good because a lot of this stuff, they got all these pesticides really big on them. So I create these little bottles. You actually get these little spray bottles from Dollar Tree. But I got a whole bunch of them. So those that know me, if you want to get some from me, you can, because I'm trying to get rid of a lot of them as I go anyway. So if you want some of them, just let me know. What I got in here is water, clean water, and apple cider vinegar. At this time we're in right now, all we can do is hope and pray to get this much of those pesticides off as we possibly can. There's so many other ways you can wash with it. This is what I wash with, some vegetable wash and stuff, and let them soak in this and spray them down, and then it feels like most of that slickery is gone, then that means most of it is probably off as much as possible. And so, like I was saying, I'm cutting these up to get the flavor because it's just something about this rent. And these here are a lifesaver. We don't have to, these scissors, that we cook with. But anyway, I'm still cutting up my little red bell pepper because I got everything else already in here simmering right now. I used a little pure, if there's any such thing as pure today, olive oil in the skillet, not more than a tablespoon. I don't like all that oil in my food, but it's good. So I use that about a tablespoon of oil at the bottom and start to let it simmer. And then I start to put all of these things in there with my potatoes, just kind of tossing them, letting them get lightly fried. I don't want them fried at all. I just want them to be letting me know that they're cooking. And of course, I'm cooking from my famous that I always say, this is my friend here. You see it? I think you call it karate or something like karato walk. This is a really good one. They got so many others out there. But this is a good time to go on Amazon. I ain't promoting them. But they've got, the sales on right now. So you might want to go on there and check them out. But this is one good walk that I cook almost everything in. Whatever, fried fish, whatever I cook it in here because it gives the right temperament that I wanted to have, temperature that I wanted to have when I'm cooking. And I ain't gotta be running around wondering if anything is burning. I love the way it does. So anyway, I'm gonna show you what I've been doing with my tomatoes too. Usually, when I get these tomatoes, the little small ones, I wash them as well. But I used to usually don't put the peel in there. I used to peel it off, but really that's the good part of it because it's got a lot of fiber in the whole. But anyway, I really don't like how I be sitting around in my food. So, but yeah, I'll go ahead and do it just for you to know that that's what I use here. I chop up chunks in there with all of this as well. And I'll show you what else I got in here with those potatoes. So I only use I use two medium-sized white potatoes and one medium-sized russet potato. And why did I mix them? I don't know. I just want to see how it's going to taste. And we're going to see what happens. But anyway, I put one stalk of this green onion. Can you see that? I used one stalk of the green onion, fresh green onion. And I already showed you the bell pepper. And then I took one this size broccoli. Can you see it? I hope you can. So it's not a big size broccoli. It's just one that I feel that can, be enough for me. I'm a single woman, but those who got kids, of course, you want to get a bigger size. One thing about the broccoli is you can see I take my time and study the broccoli to make sure I'm getting the good green broccoli. I like the green ones, okay? That's what I'm trying to show you here now. I'm fixing to cut. I'm trying to show you that I'm cutting that up in there as well, but I'm not doing it right now. But anyway, and so now I don't forget that I added cilantro, fresh cilantro, about maybe a pinch of that, enough to like you can put it in the center of your hand. That's all I use. But I don't want it to be with too much of that cilantro because I also use the cilantro seasoning. This one right here, I use this one, the cilantro lime. I use that in there as well. And so I'm gonna show you that I'm now sprinkling a little bit in there. You can see I'm not using a lot, just a little. Okay, that's that. Also in there, along with the broccoli, I'm gonna show you the other seasons in just a minute. I added this sausage. You know this is my fave, y'all, by Johnson. Okay. This one is so good. I like it. They got some others, but this one I like, you know, I guess because the skin is thin. But it's good. So anyway, I chopped these up in slices and they're in there, as you can see. And I only use three. You see? I only use three of those to put in there. This again, this is for me. Some people like the whole package or whatever, but I also use minced garlic. You can use any kind of minced garlic, or fresh garlic is always better, but I didn't feel like I couldn't do it. Minced garlic in there. I put a couple of drops of lime. You can put this. I usually use fresh, but if you like bouncing it to get some of the hardness out. So I want to use this here, lime. And then I also use a couple of drops of lemon juice. Same thing. I got fresh lemon, but I didn't feel like cutting it up. Okay. And then what else did I put in there? Of course, once I got all of that in, then I remembered that I needed to let it simmer a little bit. So then I put some vegetable broth in there. You can put chicken if you want to, but I put veggie in there. Any kind you like, but this one I chose today. You know why I don't? Because that's all I got right now. But anyway, but they both were good. But the veggie does something. I don't know what, but it makes it taste pretty good. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the other seasons that I put in. And my broccoli is what I added last. And so I put garlic powder. Okay, roll that, right? And then I put what's this? Parsley flakes. You see the parsley flakes? Yep. Roll that. Okay, little parsley. And then I put what that was garlic powder. Well, that was onion powder. I think that was onion powder. I don't know, but it's onion powder. That's what I put first. I did onion powder. Okay, and then garlic powder. Okay, I put a lot of that. All right, and then this is so important. Basil. You want to make sure you put that basil in there. Okay, it gives it some kind of kick and some kind of flavor. I put quite a bit in there. Maybe I usually put maybe like a almost a teaspoonful, you know, and then of course, and then I put smoked paprika. All right, you see that? Smoked paprika. I put that in there. Put that in there too. All right, and we did those. Did the basil, and then I put some cayenne. You know, I'm gonna make it spicy. Okay. It's that Louisiana girl in me. So I'm gonna make it a little spicy, a little bit. Not too much, because I don't want to be too hot, because I want to eat. Okay. And then what else? I already gave you all those. Then now the only thing left I got to do is two things. Put my cream in my broccoli. So I'm about to stir this all up, and then I'm gonna put my broccoli and my cream in. Can you see that? How I'm stirring it all up? Yum, yum, yum. All right. Jesus. I can't wait to eat this because I am very hungry. I've been in prayer most of the day, and now I'm trying to just fix me something, you know, because being in prayer and waiting on God for answers about stuff. So I'm hungry now, okay? Because I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten my dinner yet. So this is not. I don't even eat this late of a dinner, but I don't have no choice because I waited too late while I was in prayer. Okay, so now I'm cutting up the broccoli. You can see how I'm doing it. I'm kind of like going around of the bottom part here. You see that where the bottom part is? I'm just kind of going down to the bottom of it and letting it pop off, you know, cutting it in there, letting it pop off in there. All right. And so I'm going to be doing all my broccoli that way to make sure that they all get in here and, you know, and be good, yum, yummy. And some of them got a little ways on the bottom. I don't like those little light pieces. I don't like them. So I let them go. So I cut around them. But anyway, I just want to make sure y'all saw what I was making. I'm going to give you the final touch because I got to get off of here. And I pray that this part will help you to be able to do something quick for you and your kids. The final touch that I'll put in here is this because I'm going to finish my broccoli in a minute. But I put, of course, my fave, Bertolli, the creamy basil Alfredo. They need to pay me because I advertise this a lot. But anyway, I share this a lot. I don't advertise nothing. But anyway, this is it. I wanted to make sure I put that in, and I don't add any water or anything because I've already added the broccoli. I mean the broth to it, and then I stir it up really good. Okay, I stir it up and then let it kind of simmer. Now those potatoes, tomatoes, and the broccoli is going to give it some more juice. This is the reason why you don't need to add all of that. Now, if you notice, I didn't put any salt in here. That's because we got all of that salt and all these other things, coming from the meat and all that. But what I did add was this. Now, I'm going to add her. Slap your mama. Okay. So I believe I got enough. But I'm going to show you. I just put just a little bit in there because I don't know yet. So I'm not gonna add them over. Once I taste it when it gets done, then I'll know how much. I let this simmer for about 30 minutes on slow till the potatoes are fully cooked slowly. All right, it looks real creamy and everything. So if it looks like it's sticking, then what I usually do is I add just a little bit more of the veggie broth because I don't want it to be soupy. I want it to be creamy. And then after everything is done, then I'm going to top it off with me a fresh broccoli slices on top. You like shredded cheese, you can do that. That's pretty much all I'm going to put on top of mine is a fresh broccoli, fresh avocado. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all. I got to go. I got to finish cooking because I am hungry. I just wanted to share that with y'all today and pray that God will help you to share this with someone that have a whole bunch of chilling. That'll be a quick meal for them, and especially for a single lady or a single guy like you or me. That's why I made it just enough for me. That'll last me for about 2 days. Talk to you soon.